Hey, 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 Big Dave the Middle-Aged Gamer here with another episode of Fallout Take 2. We're back in the Angel Underground Station. This time we've got Arthur with us. Man, is it dark in here. Let's turn off the radio. Last thing I need is a copyright claim over something preventable. Another protect and survive. Permanently take 5% less damage from insects. Okay, that's something. Alright, let's crack this safe open. There we go. Some ammo, some money, and a silver pocket watch. Well, that didn't really let us advance anywhere. We'll get some good stuff out of it. Alright, only one way to go. Let's spend a ticket doing so. And that's after taking the Rad-X. Jeez. Alright, let's push on. Ugh, excuse me. That was extra juicy. Your gas mask is protecting you from tunnel cough. Lovely. And I'm not being sarcastic this time. I really mean it. That's actually lovely.
Oi, oi, Wayfarer. You certainly look to be having fun in there. Is your throat not feeling a little scratchy? Ah, I see. You've got yourself a gas mask. Very innovative. Though I shouldn't be so surprised. It is you, after all.
I'm glad you know who we are, because we sure as hell don't. Alright, moving on. And I do believe that is Mr. Smythe taunting us. And... well, obviously it's this way. There's no other way. That was impressive, Arthur. I guess he got held up by the ticket gate. Infected black clone. Blank clone.
Those people do this for fun.
Well, that's, yeah. But not very difficult. Let's grab that extinguisher before someone gets a bright idea. But it does not look like these guys really do much outside of punch. Arthur, no! Well, it's not like they carry anything, so, I mean...
I don't take trains anymore. Most people mistake me for a...
That's actually hilarious. Oh, right, the map's not going to be... Well, actually, hold on. Alright, so it seems like these blank clones really can't hit very hard. And they don't seem to prefer any weapons, or armor for that matter. I mean, they're a blank clone, so I guess there's just not much in there right now. And, oh, that just look lovely? I would not want to try that. I would guess that is not cherry flavored. I think I made that joke in the last episode, actually. Oh, that's a chair. And once you realize your mistake too late, you can't stop the animation, which is highly aggravating. Burnt comic I'll grab, but the burnt textbook I will not. Another cute Thulu. You and the dolls now feel like old friends, and you can't imagine life without them. It's as if a guiding presence watches over you. Body bags everywhere.
Let me get my pistol. Used to emerging things.
We're going to save before I do something incredibly stupid. Oh. I was actually expecting something bad to happen. But no, nothing did. Matter of fact, we got rewarded for it. Some ammo and a purified water. Okay. Okay. I guess we continue on. That's fine. But not that way. Okay, that's actually pretty funny. Way to go is this way. Those are some big funguses. Fungi, whatever. just curious to see where this goes. Shopping bags. That's just plastic and...
There's a chill about it here. I like it.
Okay. Commando knife, angel helmet, angel fatigues.
As a member of the corpse minority, I see no problem with this.
Alright, the commando knife, fast attack, 34 damage. Especially considering we do about 110. Yeah. We found better fatigues. Hell yeah. Alright, now, before I do anything... You know what? I'm just going to hold on to it. Because that will be useful later. Angel Lab. What? Okay. Was a steal. And he liked that? Okay. Don't need it that much. Alright, let's head back. I have a sneaking suspicion we're going to have to come back this way anyway.
When we last met, I opened the door to give you a chance. Well, Wayfarer, the game is afoot, and I plan to win. So this door stays closed. Seems I won't be answering those questions after all. Be seeing you.
Uh-huh. So, turns out I did the right thing to begin with. Okay, so back the way we were. Turns out I was right the first time. Amazing how memory kind of does things for you. Arthur!
You're not supposed to be in there. You're quite the thorn in my paw, aren't you?
Okay, so since things have settled down, we're going to save again. And I'm going to put on that headgear that we got from the Angel Helmet. And no tunnel cough. Awesome. Alright, in we go to Angel Lab. Okay, inside Angel Lab. What did it say we needed to do now? Explore the lab. Yeah, we can do that.
Not to interrupt your...
Alright, one of them actually was carrying a weapon. A security baton. Oh no! And food? Yeah, we'll hit that up. HR logs. And how to stand out whilst being a clone. I went through all that on my first run through. If you want to look at that, by all means. You should be able to get to my first. You know what? I'll leave it. I'll leave a link to it on the in the description. Actually, nah. Cheese it. It's starting to get interesting. We'll do this. HR Log 01. This month's been adequate for the HR department. We've delivered on all the subject requests. The scientists haven't once run out of street urchins or vagrants to experiment with. On the other hand, we've struggled to actually find new scientists. We may have to resort to recruiting the more sane variety. The director managed to snatch up scientists from other labs. They were not pleased about it. This place has a reputation even in angel circles. Their concerns are unfounded. The rules here are lax as intended. It's a researcher's dream. We managed to collect a new batch of degenerates. Scavengers, I think. No one will miss them. They even had a child with them, and a ghoul. The DNA engineers will be pleased. That sounds like Archie's crew. One of the new scientists is working on a new cloning technique. The director says it has potential. I've moved the security clone to his room. I wouldn't want the brain doctors to get a hold of him. The director has been displeased with me ever since those two subjects escaped. Like most humans, he is blind to reason. The value of the scientist is much greater than that of the subjects. How to stand out whilst being a clone. I've somehow managed to input my own thoughts into this terminal? Huh? I wonder how that happened. So whilst I'm here, I've got quite the tale to share about the peculiarities of being a clone. Now, being a clone isn't quite as straightforward as you might think. There's a fair share of quirks and challenges that come with the territory. To start with, there's the perpetual identity crisis. Picture waking up one day and realizing you're not entirely unique. You're essentially a duplicate of someone else. It's a bit of a blow to the old self-esteem, I must say. But on the bright side, it does provide a convenient scapegoat for any mishaps. It wasn't me, it was my clone! Then there's the ongoing issue of mistaken identity. People are forever confusing us with our originals. Were you just here? They'll ask, as if we're interchangeable. It's like living in a perpetual game of Guess Who, except instead of trying to guess who's who, everyone's hoping they don't accidentally duplicate themselves. But perhaps the most frustrating aspect is the constant comparisons. You're not as funny as your original, they'll say. Or, why can't you be more like him? It's disheartening, to say the least. We clones are simply doing our best with the hand we've been dealt, which, truth be told, isn't much. But it's not all gloom and doom. Being a clone does have its perks. Need a day off? Just send your clone to work in your place, the ultimate sick day. And if you ever require a spare organ, well, you've got your very own built-in donor at your disposal. It's like having a personal organ bank, minus the interest rates. So, while being a clone certainly has its challenges, we stick together and make the most of it. Who knows, perhaps one day we'll receive the recognition we deserve. Perhaps there'll even be a Clone Appreciation Day. Until then, we'll continue navigating our peculiar existence one identical day at a time. And that, my friends, is the amusing saga of life as a clone. Carry on, fellow duplicates. Carry on. So, yeah, that's interesting. We had a clone with a sense of humor. Gotta love that. See if there's anything else unique on any of these other terminals. Otherwise, they're just HR logs and then the same 5 I read before. Yeah. Yeah, nothing impressive. That's fine. Alright, moving on. Who? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, right. Check the breast pockets. It's where I keep my valuables.
Yeah, here's where we came from. Oh, pound coins are useful. And for those who play survival, need I say any more?
Maybe we should neck it.
Anybody else just see clone meat on that other one I was harvesting? Clone meat, commando knife, helmet and fatigues. Alright, well, you're not going to give two shits about the
We
helmet.
Mountbattens pride ourselves in fair trade.
Well, you're going to love this fair trade then, buddy. And to where we came from. What's this? Well, we'll save. Okay, that looks important. We'll get back to that. Let's get back to the middle here. Angel Underground Station. Okay, that's interesting. I think that's where we were supposed to enter in from.
I just heard a noise. A very loud noise.
Is there anything else useful here? No, this just looks like a boardroom. Oh, I take that back. We've got some random junk here. Otherwise, yeah, not really. Another hand scanner. Okay, so we're back here again. That's fine. Let's finish looting the barracks. Don't know why I'm doing that. Don't think you get any XP for unlocking something empty. Okay. Bathrooms and a shower. Alright, and we got a much fancier place. Another cute tool. You notice a hole in the seam of the doll as if you were performing a surgery on a close friend. You carefully reach inside and pull out a folded letter. Beware the dolls. Added.
Have you considered emptying those massive pockets of yours?
Oh, we're a little overburdened. Alright. Well, we need to read that. Beware the dolls. For those seeking the dolls, beware. The cult of Mithras searches day and night for these cursed relics, killing anyone who stands between them. These dolls are not to be taken lightly. The consequences can be dire. The dolls have been known to cause illness, madness, and even death. It affects all in different ways. Those who seek them do so at their own peril. I have investigated these things for the better part of a year, and it has done me nothing but harm. I implore you for your own sake, leave these matters be. Do not seek the dolls, do not contact the cult. The Mithraeum do not take kindly to strangers. This is my final message to the world. Heed my warning and stay away. And we got 100 XP out of it, so that's always good. Started Dolls of the Deep and investigate the London Mithraeum. Alright, let's look into Smythe's terminal here, since we're here. Progress is stalling, and I'm beginning to lose my patience. It's astounding how one's own ambitions can be hampered by the incompetence of others. Time is of the essence, and yet here I am, stuck in a quagmire of mediocrity. Perhaps it's time to reassess the team's capabilities. I cannot afford to be held back any longer. Tunnel cough! It's spreading like wildfire through the lower levels of the facility. The chaps need to implement stricter safety protocols and ensure that everyone is wearing their respiratory filters at all times. Can't have the workforce falling apart when there's important work to be done. Perhaps I should replace them. Yes, that shall do it. Today marks the anniversary of Angel's discovery of the enigmatic green substance. My understanding has deepened, the experiments yielding intriguing results, yet much remains unknown and caution continues to be the watchword. As I reflect on this milestone, I should remind myself to be vigilant, cognizant of the immense potential and profound risk this substance embodies. Here's to another year of exploration and enlightenment. Entry log about the exciting news. I have a new recruit joining us today. Fresh blood is always welcome to inject new ideas and perspectives into our projects. Let's hope this individual proves to be a valuable addition to the team. I must make sure they're properly briefed and integrated into the respective department. We have much to accomplish together. Ah, what a splendid evening spent with my miniatures painting project. These little figurines are becoming quite the masterpiece. The details are exquisite, if I do say so myself. It's a welcome reprieve from the situation of the outside world. Each stroke of the brush brings a sense of tranquility. Though I fear that I shall have to put this hobby on the back burner for a while, there are far more important matters to deal with. No rest for the wicked. For future me, I want to remind myself that as I tread this precarious path, caution must be our guide. The consequences of misstep could be catastrophic. It's that time again, the nagging reminder that I should probably utilize the gymnasium equipment to prolong my existence. The eternal struggle between the desire for eternal couch potato status and the nagging voice in the back of my head chanting, health is wealth. I mean, sure, the thought of being all swole does have its appeal. But then reality kicks in. I am far too busy and there is too much at stake and the snacks become overwhelmingly tempting. Decisions. Maybe I'll just do a few push-ups and call it a day. Want us to start somewhere, yes? Well, that was interesting. Alright, so here's Arthur.
Have you found something valuable?
Well, that's kind of subjective, don't you think? Alright, we'll give him as much junk as he can carry. Which is to say, not very much. Okay. Well, that's as good as it's gonna get, huh? Well, we got a stove here for anything we may have picked up, but so far there have been more finished products than unfinished products. Okay, there was something there. Okay, we found Smythe's bed. Okay. Oh, there's his gym equipment. Not protein can, protein pack. And here's his bathroom. Want that soap. Okay, so we found Smythe's little hidey hole. Let's look at the map and see. Alright. South is right. Just seeing what else we have to explore. Okay, we were there. Okay, so we have 2 places where we can stick our hand. And that's about it, huh? Alright, so yeah, next episode we'll figure out which way we want to go. If we want to go to that spot in the corner there, or if we want to go closer to where Smythe's quarters is. That would be the decision to make. Alright everybody, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get the latest Weirds videos as they come in and to help this channel grow. This has been Big Dave the Middle-Aged Gamer. This is Fallout London, Take 2. I'll see y'all next time.